Today I'm here to talk about my 2019 reading goals. I have a new year happening. I even have a new book because my old one was just falling apart even though I only used like the start of the book, but the pages were just falling out. So I got a new solid book, and this is everything that I have in lists. Got my anticipated read list, and these are like for the whole year. Then I got my reading goals, and I generally do my favorite books of the year, but you know, I haven't read in 2019 to do that. But we're here to talk about goals, and I'm really hoping that it's going to be more mellow and it's not going to be as stressful, but it has the potential to be stressful, but I just hope it's more calm. First up, for my Goodreads goal, I'm not going to change it by much by just going down to 75 books, because I feel like I could have managed 75 books if that was my goal this year. It's just because the extra 5 are killing me. I don't want to have it too low. Like, I still want to challenge myself to try and read more, so I think 75 should be good, and I'm happy with that. Even though I used to be able to read 100 books a year, it's okay, and hopefully maybe because it's not as stressful, I might just read more because I want to. And again, I'm going to have the goal of completing 20 series, and it probably won't happen, but I really am okay with this one because it's just fun to have the challenge of seeing how many I can complete. It's still 10 or 12 completed series off my TBR, and these are books that are getting read, and it's really good. So I am not going to make a goal of trying to get my anticipated reads completed in the year because I'd like to, but I just don't have enough time to read that many new books and also read the old ones, so I am not making that a goal so I can read whatever books I want to read. Still try and do book reviews for like my anticipated reads, so when I do get to the book you can see my thoughts, because it was all like I was anticipating it, but I may love it or I may not. New goal that I want to set for myself is to try and read my YA Chronicles books in the month that I get the box. If I get the January book in the month of January, I will read it in the month of February, so I have a whole month to try and get the book read. They are getting really behind on their book boxes at the moment, which is low-key irritating. I haven't had a YA Chronicles box for like 2 months now, and November boxes just got shipped now, so they're getting a bit behind, but that's okay. My problem is I've got 2.5 stacks of books up there from YA Chronicles and I haven't read them, and like they're all books that I am interested in. Like, some of them I'm a bit iffy about because I really wouldn't have bought it, but just because it came in the YA Chronicles I kind of got to read it. But I really want to try and maintain my pile of YA Chronicles books and get that a bit lower. So this will work out to being like 2 books a month that I have to read, because I'm also a part of the Biblio Squad book club, and this year I've done really well and I've read every single book in the month that they were meant to be in. This is just really fun having that incentive to read a new release in the month that it came out and to be able to keep up to date with some things. So there was at least 5 books this year that I was actually able to read early enough because it was a book of the month for the book club. So I'm going to maintain the book club and keep going, but this is just a really fun thing, not really a goal. Another challenge that I really want to do is to read more of my auntie's books. So she writes romance books, but they're the sweet romance, not like the erotic sexual romances, so they're very easy to get through. I've only read 4 of her books and she's got like 28 out or something, so I've just made it a goal to try and read like a couple more of her books and just to really support her more, because when I was a lot younger I didn't really understand her books, because the first one I read was the one that she dedicated to me, and then I read her first book and her second book, and then I just stopped for like 4 years, and I was a lot younger, as I said, back then when I was reading these books. So it will be better now that I'm older to read these books, and I hope to read maybe like 5 of them in the next year. Like, that would be really good. And my last goal is to do my TBR Money challenge, and I made a whole video about that, and I can link that down below so you can get an understanding of this. But me and Sash Reads are going to be doing this challenge together, and I'm really hoping to maintain this challenge, and hopefully, because I have like 400 books on my TBR, I don't need to be buying no books. So when I do buy a new book through this challenge, it's going to be so much more of a treat and so much more of an excitement, and I just gotta not buy the books. Like, I just gotta maintain it. And most of the time these things, it's like you can go a couple of months and you're still strong and then you just cave. So I just hope that I don't cave. So that's really all of my goals. Like, the last thing I've written on my sheet is just my TBR at the start of the year, so I'm gonna see if that gets lower or not. So it's not a goal, it's just a reminder of myself to know how many books I had at the start of the year, and I've still got quite a few coming in the mail because I had a bit of a spending spree, because like I was like, oh my god, doing the TBR Money challenge, I better buy some books now before I start the challenge. So I already suck. We are gonna just see how it goes, getting the TBR lower and just reading books that I really want to read, because that's what I'm most excited for. Is because I was doing all the rereads, it was like I had to read a Shadowhunters book, had to read a Throne of Glass book, had to do the Biblio Squad, and get those books read in a month, every month, and it was very difficult because I would want to read books but I couldn't because I had to read these other books that I had to read. So all of my reading was this year was books that I had to get to right now or I was gonna like die or something. So I'm really excited that in this new year, really all I've got to do is the Abbeyleec Quiz book picks. Like, it doesn't matter if I don't get the Riot Chronicles read, because like I could always read it the next month. That's just more of a me being aware that I should try and read these books sooner and not wait like 14 years. It was only a couple of months ago that I actually read the first book that I got in the Wild Chronicles in like 2016, so I am so behind, and I hope to actually read a couple more that are in that pile, but we'll see how I go. But I'm just excited I can just drop everything and read a book that I'm so excited for, and hopefully because that excitement to read the book will go a long way. I think my level of enjoyment just started to go away because I was just rereading a lot of books that I already read, and I was kind of getting a bit over it, and I just wasn't able to read what I really wanted to, and I just got annoyed with what I was reading. So hopefully these goals will be easier to get through, and I'll have a lot more fun in the year, and I'm already feeling better about it. Like, even though December is kind of a bit of a dud because I'm still catching up on a few things just to get through the end of the year, but after that, January, I'm just going to be so excited to get through some books. But anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!